Welcome to Financial Coffee Talk with Shane Amy and Shane Swearingen, your planning duo from Shane and Shane Financial.
You're on Coffee Talk with Shane and Shane from Shane and Shane Financial. Always a pleasure to see you, gentlemen. Now, some big changes in the financial world. There's been a recent merger with Schwab and TD Ameritrade that has been completed. You guys have helped your clients make that transition as smoothly as possible. And we want to bring everybody up to date on the status of that transition. All of the accounts are now moved over to Schwab and things are operating pretty smoothly.
Yeah, pretty seamless transition for most of our clients. There's a few things to pay attention to. Really in regards to incoming transfers or incoming contributions. We've seen some of those fall off the table. So please, if you do see that, let us know. We'll get that hooked back up. And then also distributions. I haven't heard of anyone's distributions or payments to you that have been previously set up getting cut off. But again, our number one priority is to give you access to your money. So again, it went smoothly, but if there is something that you can't figure out, please get a hold of Shane or I, and we'll help you through it.
And you've encouraged everyone to get logged in, establish your access, and double check to make sure all of those details are there, accurate and correct, right? Trust but verify.
Yeah, I think that's probably the number one thing. Just make sure that you're opening up the app. Take a few seconds to open that up. I know personally, I've had maybe a half a dozen clients who are getting random dividend payments, whom are in our dividend portfolio. I think we've got most of all of that corrected, and we've got everybody getting the income that they're supposed to be getting and not sort of random checks. So always glitches. I think it was, I don't know, I'm probably off on a decimal point, but I think Schwab was like 3 trillion and some change, and TD was like 3 trillion and some change. So now we're close to $6 or $7 trillion. And as you know, for the significant, we've got a pretty fair amount of money under management. We've had very few glitches, but I do apologies for those folks who have gotten random dividend checks. Other than that, I think we have everything worked out. If not, give Mr. Swearingen a call. He'll help you out with that.
But for the size and scope of what just occurred with this transition, everything seems to be relatively smooth, and Schwab did pull over up to 10 years worth of the statements and tax documents. So everything that you need should be right there in your new Schwab portal and login, right, Shane?
Absolutely. Yep. We're going to make sure that we have all that information from historicals and everything in the past that we need for all your accounts and tax related documents, et cetera. So they've done a fantastic job with communication with us on the advisory side. We hope the same to you. And then again, we just want to keep constant communication because it is a big deal. It is a big change, all for the good, of course. But again, any issues, questions, concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out.
And now that transition has been completed and we are rounding home toward the last part of the year, great time to schedule an annual review regardless of the situation anyway, right?
Yeah. So most of our clients are pretty good about it. If we do need annual reviews, I think we knock most of those out in the spring and the summer. Really, it's mostly the summer. But yeah, for those of you that haven't responded, that need to talk to us, that are putting it off, we can only reach out and do so many things. We do need to hear from you, so we would appreciate it. So yeah, if those of you that have questions, again, give us a call.
Well, there are a lot of other things in the news, gentlemen. We have the Fed that has temporarily paused, or at least did not resume the interest rate hikes. That has to have some comfort in the markets and some stability being added to the thought process of those with any kind of loans or that have plans to take out any kind of loans into the future.
Yeah, I think so. I think that not that they might not do it in another couple of months, but I get it. Groceries are expensive. I've got a big family. Gas is expensive. Cars, trucks, life in general. It's more expensive than normal. And that's annoying. But for retirees, you might not be allowed to talk about it, in front of your your kids or grandkids because you need to be, sympathetic. But for you, inflation and higher interest rates are great. It means that you get a greater return with taking less risk, and that's always a great recipe for retirees. Not that we're back to the 70s and 80s, but I mean, by my calculations, we're about halfway there, maybe even a little more than halfway nowadays. And so, if you have questions about yield or interest rates, or, hey, I saw this, this fixed product and it was offering something. I mean, we have some answers for you. So if you've got questions about interest rates and, fixed products, more insurance-based stuff, our dividend portfolio and things of that nature, give us a call. We can definitely help you out with that. I mean, because higher interest rates means higher rates for you, a greater return with less risk.
Right. Yeah. Two sides to that coin. If you're borrowing money, maybe in your younger years, have to purchase a house, maybe not the best thing, but for savers with some amount of assets built up, it is allowing for many additional opportunities and the better interest rates, the dividend, the yield, the income that can be generated. Right, Shane?
Absolutely. I think really the bigger piece is really, speaking to the resiliency of our economy and how good things truly are, which is, opposite of what you might find if you turn on the television every day. But, with all of the billions and trillions of dollars that were put into the economy during COVID, post-COVID time, the Fed raising the interest rate is really their plan of getting that money out of the economy. So, once we get, that inflation tamped down, once we can kind of level set, so to speak, there's going to be a lot of opportunity out there. But with raising interest rates, to echo my partner's point, there's a lot of opportunity in any environment, and especially on the fixed side of business. We've been able to tremendously increase existing clients' income just because of the raising of interest rates. So better interest rates are good for certain financial accounts, and we got to take advantage of it. So again, it just goes back to that constant communication that you need to have as our clients or potential clients. So again, communication is key.
If you'd like to reach out, you have questions, concerns, would like to explore these opportunities to maybe increase the yield, decrease the risk, maybe look for better vehicles for forward financial progress, pick up the phone, give Shane and Shane Financial a call, 888-300-3811, 888-300-3811, 888-300-3811, or skip the call, just go online, always available there, shaneandshanefinancial.com, shaneandshanefinancial.com. Final topic of the program, gentlemen, football. Who's your picks?
I'll let Mr. Swearingen handle this one.
We talking college or professional?
Let's go NFL.
All right. NFL, it's none other than the Detroit Lions.
All right. All right. And Shane Amy?
Well, my heart always is black and gold. I'm a Steeler. I grew up, right outside of Pittsburgh in that Ohio Valley area. So, I'm always with Pittsburgh. Looking logically, I just, maybe they're fresh on my mind. I just watch, I don't know, San Francisco looks pretty darn good this year. So, I think San Francisco's probably up there. Right now, it seems that they've had a lot of national exposure. I've got to watch them more than any other team, and I mean they put a beat down on my poor Steelers, and last night they had no mercy on New York. So they look pretty good.
All right. Well, Super Bowl or super bust. I don't know where our teams are heading. I think I'm in the same ballpark as you guys, pulling for my Carolina Panthers. So pretty disappointing season thus far, but as always, we hope for next year. Already in the season. Gentlemen, always a pleasure to have you here on Financial Coffee Talk. Always a great conversation. And again, I want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, you have questions, concerns, give Shane and Shane Financial a call to address those or to look for opportunities in your financial life. 888-300-3811, 888-300-3811. Gentlemen, talk to you next time on Coffee Talk.
Go Bucks.
Keep your
The information presented on this program is provided for informational purposes only, without warranty of accuracy, completeness, or suitability for a particular purpose. This program is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. This information is general in nature, not specific enough to be construed as advice. You should not make any decision based on the information presented on this program without independent consultation with an appropriately licensed professional or competent advisor. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes.
Fee-based financial planning and investment advisory services are offered through Truvestments Capital, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.